In your science film, you might want to add in some text, just to add a little bit of context. Maybe it's at the start where you have a title that shows the name of the film, or maybe it's in the middle of it, and maybe it's a lower third that says in an interview who that person is and what they do for a living. So let's have a look at how we do that in Adobe Premiere Pro. So there's a couple of different ways to do it. You can do it from the regular edit workspace, but you're better off coming to the graphics one up here. So you come into graphics and you'll show up with all these essential graphics that you have on this side. So now in here, what you'll normally see is all these different types of graphics. That some have backgrounds, some have reveals, some are blowing kiss emojis. So there's loads of different kinds in here, and it's really easy to kind of let yourself get carried away with the different kinds of ones that they have in there. We all know that it happens. So we want to keep this nice and basic. And as a background for these, especially in science films, it's quite nice to use it as an establisher. So maybe we want to come and have a look at some drone footage or some landscape footage and use that. So let's use this one. I'm going to press I for in and O for out. I'm just going to drag in a few seconds worth onto V1. So onto the first timeline. Make sure that that's about 5 seconds. That's great. And we're going to add in a title over the top. Just a basic title. We're going to add it in so that it says, sort of a basic title. I can click on this and type basic and then add that in over the top. I'll drag it down and put it on the timeline. Perfect. It'll give me 5 seconds worth of it. Okay, so if I want to change that then, I can click on it and it'll ask me to change it up here or in here. Both of those are okay. So I'm going to put in science in the Alps. And maybe I want that to be a different font. I can change that there. Maybe I want it to be a different color. If it was, I might want a darker color because it's on a white background. I can do that in fill, which is just down here. I can change the stroke, the background, the shadows and everything as well. So all that's available just down in this section down here. But that's fine for now. Maybe I wanted to fade in at the start. We can right click there and add apply default transitions to the start of it, and it'll just fade in as we go along. Maybe that's okay. All right, so after this then I want to add a lower third, so I can come back to my project and look for, I want an interview, so it's going to be in my A roll, and just a little bit of something with Tamara that says that there's an interview section. I'll press I for in, over out, just drag a little bit in for now with her audio, of course. And then into this one, I can drag it down to V1. Support this all in V1 if you want things to play over the top, right? So in this section then, just going to mute here a sec. We'll go to browse and we'll go to lower thirds. Oh, there's a basic lower third already there. Lower third right. So I've seen that this is a little bit of dark rock here. So I want a white font on that dark rock, so on the right hand side. So basic lower third is there. I'll drag and drop it there. And then it's already showed up. Excellent. So again, I'll click on this and it'll give me a title. So I can put in Tamara and a subtitle, which is going to be Climber / Scientist. Awesome. Okay, so with this now, what I can do to change where it is, the position, the size and everything, I can come to this and I can change all different kinds of things all the way down here. But I've also got the option of just changing where the actual thing is as well. So if I want Tamara and Climate Scientist to be smaller, I can go in and change the font, or I can come over to effect controls and I can change it there as well. So for these texts, maybe I want them in a different place. So I can hit that drop down and I can change the position and scale in here. So I can change all that together and just drop that down into there, or I can actually come over and just pick it up and move it as well. So we want Tamara, Climber / Scientist, and I'll play that back. Maybe I want it again to fade in, just there. I right click and hit apply default transitions and it'll fade in like so, and it'll fade out again as well. So like I said, it's really easy to get carried away with the text and what you can do in things like Adobe Premiere Pro. But try and keep it simple. Try and make sure that that it always adds that context in, doesn't take anything away. But that's how we add simple titles and lower thirds in Adobe Premiere Pro for your science films.